Speak like you love yourself. Think like you love yourself. Eat like you love yourself. And care for your natural hair like you love yourself.
Today I want to invite you all into a conversation about the energetic resonance of food, right? A lot of us have yet to really explore the energetics of things in our physical world. But I'll give you an example that you should be able to relate to, right? Wi-Fi, right? Wireless Wi-Fi powers so many things for us, right? There was a day where it had to be wired, but now it's wireless, and it can talk to your phone, it can talk to your TV, it talks to the router, all of these things, right? You can't see those waves, those frequencies, but they obviously are present in order for the things that are receiving the signal to reach them. So the same thing is true with not only energetics that we emit between each other as human beings, and our animal friends for that matter, but also food. Food has its own energetic resonance. It has its own frequency, and you are absorbing that into your body when you choose to consume it. And so the foods that have the highest energetic resonance, I learned some years ago, are all natural, raw, organic fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, but mainly the fruits and vegetables. The nuts and seeds, they give us a nice fat, healthy fat component, and other nutrients, but the fruits and vegetables have the higher energetic resonance when they are organic and they are raw. And so what does this mean for you? So when you consume a high amount of fruits and vegetables raw in your diet, your energy is going to be higher. Your energy is going to be lighter. If you are struggling with depression and anxiety, and feelings that reside in the lower vibrational places, those types of things will shift automatically and go away eventually, to be honest with you. And so that is one way to naturally deal with those types of emotional and mental issues, okay? But when you're consuming an abundance of foods whose energetic resonance is higher, your energetic resonance will be higher. Your ability and desire to take better care of yourself will be more present. Everything just feels better because you are consuming things that are higher energy, okay? The next ones down would be our vegetables, our raw vegetables, nuts and seeds as well. They have a slightly lower energetic resonance than the fruits, but the vegetables are still pretty up there in their raw state, and they bring an abundance of different types of nutrients and building for our body and our muscles. Whereas the fruits are more cleansing and hydrating. They definitely have some building capabilities too, but cleansing, hydrating, healing. Some vegetables have the healing too, but they're definitely more for building the building blocks of the body. But they also have a very, very, very high energetic resonance. And so when you are consuming an abundance of vegetables, raw vegetables, your energetic resonance will be higher. Your energy level will be higher. You will feel better about yourself in life because of the energetic resonance of the food, and not just the food and how it tastes, right? So the next level down would be when we cook them. Okay, so when we cook our vegetables, some people are cooking fruits, like, and because we don't tend to think of like tomatoes as fruits or eggplants as fruits, but they are. But when we cook them, they lose a little bit of their energetic resonance. They're not as high vibratory and nutritional as they were in their raw organic state. So when you cook them, you're still getting a nice level of energetic resonance, but you've reduced it a bit when you put the heat to it. I want to be clear on the fact that raw foods have a definite higher energetic resonance than cooked foods, even in the plant-based world. There is an elder that I love his whole entire philosophy when it comes to food, and it's Dr. Iris Latham. I think the brand is called Sunfire Foods, and his whole philosophy is that the food is already cooked by the sun. The sun has cooked it. It is sunfire. We don't need to do nothing else to it, and for it to be ideal and optimal for our body. And on that, I touch and agree. Like, I live there majority of the time with how I eat in the raw space, but I do consume some cooked plant foods as well in the minority of my diet. Okay, so I'm a plant-based person, and that just means that I eat plants in their whole forms majority of the time, and that's it. I consume very little processed food, and no animal flesh and no animal byproducts. Okay, and that's just because I've lived long enough. I'm 47 years old, y'all. I have lived long enough and tried eating every which way, and I continue to come back to the plants because as we're talking about this energetic resonance of food, I know firsthand how I feel, how I look, how I think, how my body looks when I'm consuming these various different things. And because I am of the mindset of when you know better, you do better, when you have the self-love and discipline to do so, because it's not as simple as knowing better and doing better. A lot of us know better and we don't do better. But when you know better and you do better, when you know better, you will do better when you have the self-love and discipline to do so. I am there. I cannot continue to, I just can't justify doing things that I know are self-harm and say that I love myself and expect to feel my best. Because I know it's just not the truth. I know these things are going to bring my energy down. So, and then keep me wanting to reach for things that are down here. And then the whole cycle of dis-ease and unhealth is coming on back. And I'm not happy with myself, right? So I've done this several times on this journey, and I'm here to stay in the higher energetic resonance foods. So back to the energetic resonance of food. The next level down is going to be the dead things, the animal fleshes, the ultra processed, cooked, fried, salted, sugared, packed with preservative chemicals. All of these things have the lowest energetic resonance. When you consume a bunch of the foods that are dead, right, that had to be murdered to exist and make it to your plate, and fried within an inch of their life and preserved with chemicals that are harmful to your body system and to the planet, it is very logical to correlate why that would result in higher instances of disease in the body. And not only physical manifestations of disease, but emotional manifestations of disease, like the anxieties, like the depressions. Those are the common ones, but these dead things, simply cannot give life to your body. They simply have a lower energetic resonance, and they are going to keep you vibrating at those frequencies, which is why, you know, you're unhappy, you're displeased. You look out into the world and you see more problems than possibilities. You don't like the way your body looks. Like, it just nothing. Most of the time, it's a negative thing for you. Look at what you're eating. There is a connection there, and I want us to be clear about that. And so if you want to be able to start positively shifting your energy and raising your vibration, you're going to reach more for the plants. You're going to reach more for the raw plants. You're going to want to be detoxing on a regular schedule so that you can rid your body of some of these lower resonating things, right? Because it's not just simple as stop eating the dead things and cut back on the processed things, right? And alcohol too. Alcohol is in there. It is a dead thing. It's not just that simple. You also have to assist your body in the elimination process by consciously choosing foods and herbs to detox these things from your system, to help your cells separate and eliminate and regenerate, so that, you know, your body cells are not only renewed, but also your entire body system, you know, bacterial flora, so that you will begin to crave the higher resonance things, because you don't have these lower resonance bacteria and parasites and things keep calling you to those foods. Okay, so those are the lowest on the energetic resonance scale when it comes to food. And when you decide that you want to make a positive change in your life, that you want to become healthier, that you want to be a happy person, that you want to you know, just take the best and highest care of the vessel that Creator has made for you, you now have the information with which to go forth and put into practice so that you can embark on that journey. So now that, you know, I've done a good overview on the energetic resonance of foods, if you think about your daily life and how much you eat, you know, raw living foods, and how much you eat cooked, you know, plant foods, and how much you eat all of the other dead things, and then you take a look at what is going on for you outwardly, hopefully that will help you make a little bit more sense of what it is that you're experiencing in your day-to-day life. And so I invite you to commit to picking up more higher energetic resonance food so that you can be a higher energetic resonating being, and you will by virtue of that, you'll attract higher energetic relationships and have the ability to envision a better quality of life and the courage and the energy to actually make it possible for yourself. I hope you all have found the video helpful. I hope that it's inspired you to think more consciously about your food choices. And if you are someone who wants to begin a holistic lifestyle, you have goals you want to achieve with your health, physical and mental, and you need some guidance and support, I am offering holistic health coaching, and I'll have links for all of that in the description as well. So I want to thank you all for watching, and until the next one, I wish you all peace and an abundance of good health and blessings.